breakfast and a new beginning. It's interesting is that as we look at this story, we know, right, that Jesus, it tells us he's on the shore by the fire. And what I love about this story is that this is something very interesting. The fires we quit by, right? Sometimes we will quit. And I want to talk to the quitting spirit and the quitters in the room, because one of the things I asked this morning was, how does one go from being a quitter to being a champion? How does one go from being a quitter to being a champion? And this is where this word came from, because it came from this question. Sometimes we quit on life, right? We quit on ministry. We quit on marriage. We quit on career. We quit on the things that matter to us. We quit. But how do we come back from that quit? How do we become champions? How do we become fighters that win with God and for God? And sometimes there are fires that we quit by. And the very fires that we quit by are some of the fire that God will call us back to. If you remember in John 18, Peter denied Jesus by a fire. He denied knowing him. He was warming himself outside by the fire. He was outside by the fire, warming himself while Jesus was being interrogated and he was being harassed inside. But Peter is outside, warming himself by the fire. And he denies ever knowing Jesus by that fire. But here Jesus brings him back to a fire in John 21. And I want to let you know that the fire you quit by is the fire that he will call you back to. There is this sort of divine symmetry. The same place of shame will become the site for your sacred comeback. Oh my, that God will often bring us full circle, not to shame us, but to heal us whole. Hallelujah. To heal us completely. He says, come and eat. Come and eat. Come and eat. Peter, come and eat. Come and eat. Right? Grace you didn't expect. That when he shows up to restore your identity so that you can reclaim your destiny, he will give you, there's a grace that's awaiting you that you didn't expect. That the prodigal son, when he finally works up enough to go back home, he expected to have to plead his way back into the house, but his father saw him afar off. Glory be to God, and welcomed him with open arms, with a celebration, with a robe, with a ring, hallelujah, with a fatted calf. That's the type of God we serve. A breakfast, a grace you didn't expect. Jesus is on the shore cooking fish. He ain't preaching. He ain't rebuking. He's serving. He says, look, I don't need you to, this ain't no courtroom. This is not a courtroom. He calls us and restores us in the kitchen. In the kitchen, he's feeding Peter. He's feeding Peter before he corrects Peter. Grace will always prepare us before it requires something from us. Yeah. But that grace is awaiting us on the shore and giving us something that we didn't expect, giving us some space, giving us another chance, feeding us, restoring us. Oh, glory be to, filling us and nurturing us in this sense, comforting us. Hallelujah. We're broken and he's mending us back together. Hallelujah. So he says, come and eat, come and eat, come and eat, come and eat. So this is how he turns quitters into champions. This is how he does it, with breakfast and a new beginning. This is how he does it. He's turning a quitter into a champion. May not be immediate, might be a process, but it begins when you return to the shore. It continues when you receive before you resume. It manifests as you answer the question honestly. And when you do all of this, you got to walk forward. Just don't sit at the fire. Just don't enjoy the fish. You got to get up and walk into your new beginning. The breakfast was a sign and was symbolic of that God still believes in you. But your obedience is the evidence that you believe him, that you believe in his belief in you. When you get up and walk into your new beginning, because you know you are forgiven, you know that you've been restored, and you move like it. You got to walk differently after the breakfast. And Peter walked differently after that breakfast. He preached at Pentecost. He led the church. And what you and I have to do is we have to stop rehearsing our regret and start walking in our restoration. I've been called back. I've been ministered to. I've got a grace I didn't expect. I've eaten. Now I got to rise because I've been forgiven. Now I got to lead because I've been restored. Now I got to build again because I'm chosen. Because I'm not a quitter. I'm a champion. I'm not a quitter. I'm more than a conqueror. Yeah, I quit, but I ain't no quitter.